राधे कृष्ण। पूज्य श्री श्री अम्मा की जय। महान ब्रह्म श्री श्री गोपालवल्ली दासर की जय। भारत माता की जय। सद्गुरु समर्थ रामदास की जय। छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की जय। परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम्. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj followed this particular shloka. In his entire life, he always protected the saints and he made sure that he defeated and killed all the people who were the enemies of Swaraj. At the age of 15, he took an oath of Swaraj. He started winning forts through his clever mind and diplomacy, and then he fought his first major war with Adil Shah by defeating his Wazir Fateh Khan. The irony in this particular war was that Fateh Khan's name meant Fateh. Fateh means victory. It means that one who is always victorious. And the first war Fateh Khan fought with Shivaji, he was defeated and he was killed. The main quality of any leader is that they always establish a kingdom with a vision that the kingdom should go on in the same way even when they are not there. Shivaji Maharaj understood this, and once he won the war with Fateh Khan, he won many other forts, and then he started consolidating his kingdom. When Shivaji Maharaj had visited Bangalore and had come back, Shahaji Maharaj had ensured that he sent across all his trusted ministers who used to handle various aspects of his kingdom. He sent them across with Shivaji Maharaj. Now Shivaji Maharaj ensured that all the forts and all the lands and villages, whatever he had won, he started setting up a process. He started creating the administration department, the treasury, the army. He started giving lands to all his sardars, appointing suitable people at each position. And in this way, he ensured that Swaraj works in a very organized way. He understood the fact that army does not work only on the basis of their patriotism. They also have families whom they have to feed. They also need money and they also need motivation. He ensured this by giving lands away. He ensured that he gave enough money to all his people that their stomachs were full. He arranged training academies where people in the army could train and enhance their skills. Those were the days when our own country and our own people were divided amongst each other. There were several people who were a part of Bharat, but they were working for the Adil Shahis, the Nizam Shahis, the Qutub Shahis. A Portuguese writer once had said about those days that if 5 British people came together, they will set up an institution. And if 5 people from India came together in those days, they will ensure that they keep fighting amongst each other for years and years together. Purandar Fort was manned by Mahadji Nilkant. After Mahadji Nilkant expired, his 4 sons, Pilaji, Visaji, Triambakji and Shankarji, they started fighting amongst each other for the control of Purandar Fort. And Shivaji Raje felt very bad because Purandar was one fort which was one of the best, and as long as Mahadji Nilkant were there, he ensured that the fort belonged to Shivaji Raje only. But after his death, when Shivaji Raje saw that his own sons were fighting against each other and not even thinking about Swaraj, one fine day during Diwali, along with Jijau Sahib, his mother, and a few of his trusted sardars, he went to Purandar Fort and he told these 4 brothers that he is coming over there to celebrate Diwali with them. Shivaji Maharaj reached the fort, and when he saw a suitable opportunity, he seized the moment and he ensured that all the 4 brothers were put in jail. He took complete control of the fort, and till the time all his army was not in position, he did not release the brothers. Once the fort was captured, he called all 4 brothers and told them that we all have to be together. If we are not together, how can we fight Swaraj? he gave them some land exactly under the mountain of the fort, and he told them to live there happily and contribute towards Swaraj. The four brothers understood their mistake and they realized whatever they were doing was wrong. And then they also started contributing towards Swaraj. Once Shivaji Maharaj won Purandar, his eyes turned towards Jauli. Jauli, which was near Purandar only, and it was an extremely dense forest. Anybody who controlled Jauli controlled the entire region. In those days, many writers have written about Jauli. They said that you could find a small insect in the hair of Shurpanakha, but you cannot find an elephant in Jauli. Jauli was that dense. It had ferocious animals, and even those animals could never find their way out of Jauli. Jauli at that time was ruled by the Mores. It was surrounded by Sahyadri, and it also had another kingdom named as the Shirkes. So once what happened? There was a Mughal Sardar named as Malik Uttuja who attacked the Shirkes. The Shirkes knew that he could not defeat Malik Uttuja on his own. So what he did was he joined hands with the Mores in Jauli. When Malik Uttuja came to Shirke and attacked him, Shirke immediately surrendered. He put down his sword and told Malik Uttuja that I never wanted to fight you. Malik Uttuja didn't listen to all these statements by Shirke, and he told him that you have to convert, you have to become a Muslim, else I will kill you. Shirke said that I am always ready to get converted, but before that, let us go and fight Chandrarao More also. The Mores have become very arrogant and they have told me that they will not surrender to you. Hearing this, Malik Uttuja became very, very angry. And Malik Uttuja told Shirke that let's go and attack him. Malik Uttuja along with the Shirke, they started coming to attack the Mores. Shirke told them that I know the proper way through Jauli, I will take you. And he took them inside the dense jungle of Jauli. Once inside the jungle, Chandrarao More and Shirke already had an agreement as to where to bring the army. Shirke ensured that the entire army, the huge army, there were thousands and thousands of people with Malik Uttuja. He brought them to such a place in Jauli and left them there. In the night, the Mores came and they attacked Malik Uttuja's army so badly, so ferociously, and they killed every single person. None of them were spared. None of them could go anywhere. They didn't know where to escape because the jungle itself was so dangerous that they were scared to go anywhere inside the jungle. And when Mores men came, they didn't know how to fight. Malik Uttuja's army was demolished and they were devastated and every single person was killed. That was the importance of Jauli. Now, the Mores ruled Jauli, and whoever ruled that particular fort, they were given the title of Chandrarao. After the first Chandrarao More died, his wife got scared because they were all reporting and ruled by Adil Shah. So Chandrarao More's wife got scared that now Adil Shah may take control of the fort through his army and I will be thrown away. So she sent a letter to Shivaji Maharaj. She said that I am your sister by dharma and you are my brother by dharma. My husband is no more, so please save me. Else Adil Shah will come and he will take over the fort. As soon as Shivaji Maharaj got this letter, he immediately got up and went himself to meet Chandrarao More's wife. Any other person would have seized the opportunity to take control of the fort and he would have taken the fort for himself. But not Shivaji Maharaj. He went, he organized everything over there. He made it sure that all the systems and processes were put in place, and Chandrarao More's wife adopted a son to ensure that the kingdom goes on. Now, the person she adopted was a 40-year-old person who himself had two sons. That man's name was Yashwantrao More. He was also a More, and he had a stepbrother named as Hanumantrao More. Shivaji Maharaj settled Yashwantrao More as Chandrarao More because he was the ruler at that time. So Yashwantrao More became Chandrarao More and he started ruling Javli. Now once Shivaji Maharaj left from there, he reached Rajgarh. As soon as that happened, Yashwantrao More, who had become the king, got arrogant. He forgot that he got this kingdom purely because of Shivaji Maharaj. And slowly he started entering into Shivaji Maharaj's domain. He started attacking Shivaji Maharaj's villages. And slowly he reached the village of Rajgarh. At night, one day, in the night he and his army attacked the headman of the Rajgarh village, who was Lumaji Patil. And he killed that Patil in his sleep. Shivaji Maharaj became very surprised. Instead of getting angry, he was surprised and stunned. He said, he is my person. Yashwantrao More is my person. Why would he do such a thing? So he sent him a letter. He said, you call yourself a Raja, but you report to Adil Shah. Stop this nonsense and you get joined with Swaraj. When this letter went, Yashwantrao More replied back that who are you to call yourself a Raja? Only I am the Raja. So you better come and surrender to me. When this letter reached Shivaji Maharaj, he laughed, and he laughed in surprise. And he felt that what is wrong with Yashwantrao More? Why is he behaving like this? He again sent a letter. And he said that I am giving you one more opportunity. Surrender yourself, tie a handkerchief and surrender yourself. In those days, tying a handkerchief meant that you just tie your hands with a silk handkerchief and come and say that I surrender. That was it. So Shivaji Maharaj sent this letter to Chandrarao More. And Chandrarao More again replied back and said, who are you to ask me to surrender? And Shivaji Maharaj had also mentioned this in his letter, that if you don't surrender, then tomorrow I will attack Javli. Chandrarao More writes back that you better surrender with a handkerchief. And why tomorrow? If you want to attack, why not come today? And Shivaji Maharaj again was very, very surprised. And he again thought of giving him one more chance simply because he was a son of the land of Bharat. Shivaji Maharaj did not want to attack anybody who was a part of Bharat. So he sent one of his vakil. He sent his vakil to go and talk to Chandrarao More. Chandrarao More insulted the vakil very badly and asked him to leave. Now Shivaji Maharaj did not stop. He chose a few sardars amongst his army. Yesaji Kank, Tanaji Malusare, Sambhaji Kauji Kondalkar, Netaji Palkar, Shilimkar. So when describing the sardars of Shivaji Maharaj's army, there have been descriptions about Sambhaji Kauji Kondalkar, wherein they say that he was so huge and so strong that when other sardars in the army used to sit on horses and ride, Sambhaji Kauji Kondalkar used to pick a horse on his shoulder and he used to run. He was that strong. Shivaji Maharaj attacked. Shivaji Maharaj attacked the Mores and entered Javli. The war was very fierce and the Mores were splendid fighters. They fought very bravely. It was not just for namesake. They were truly, truly very brave. This went on for a long time. But in the war, Hanumantrao More, who was a stepbrother of Yashwantrao More, he was killed. As soon as Hanumantrao More was killed, Yashwantrao More ran away. He ran away along with his family, his sons. And Shivaji Maharaj at that time was fighting the army. Now when the war was going on, there was one person in the Mores army who fought so bravely and fiercely that Shivaji Maharaj was stunned when he looked at that, and he looked at him with pride. He stopped that guy. He told him, stop fighting. And that man looked at him. That what is he doing? Shivaji Maharaj, when he saw that person fighting, he felt as if there was a Sudarshan Chakra fighting. He was going round and round and round in such a speed that he was cutting everybody. Shivaji Maharaj told him that you fight so bravely. We are fighters of Swaraj who keep our lives on our hand when we come out of our homes. And we are fighting for Swaraj. Why do you want to fight for the Mores who fight for Adil Shah? Come, fight for Swaraj. And that man came. That man came, and in future he played such a huge role in Swaraj, for Swaraj, that he is remembered even today. The fort of Purandar stands witness to his bravery. He was none other than Murarbaji Deshpande, the champion of Purandar in the fight of Swaraj. Chandrarao fled to Rairi Fort. Rairi Fort is the fort which in present day is known as Raigad. Kille Raigad. Raigad Fort has been known by many names. Rairi, Tomar, Rasiuta, Nandadeep. So there are few toks. Tok means a place from where you can go and watch, which is the edge. Bhavani Tok, Takmak Tok. Now when you look at Raigad Fort from outside, wherever Bhavani Tok and Takmak Tok is there, it looks like a lamp glowing. Hence it also has a name as Nandadeep. Shivaji Maharaj went to defeat Chandrarao More, and he fought for 3 months. He kept fighting. And what happened after that? We will listen in the next episode.